What is going on, guys? Thanks for checking out this video, my sports Gematria. In this video, I'm going to go over an NBA game for Wednesday, December 28, 2022. I'm going to show you highlights of each side, and it's going to be up to you to determine who you think will win based on the numbers. I encourage you to add additional information on top of this if needed for you to feel confident in your own pick. And I wish you guys the best of luck on all your picks for today or for this game. Let's go ahead and get into the game. We're going to be looking at the Brooklyn Nets on the road in Atlanta against the Hawks. This is going to be their second head-to-head matchup between these two for the regular season. And I believe Hawks played yesterday, and so they're on a back-to-back. They played yesterday on the road, I believe. Let's double-check. The 27th, yeah. So they played Indiana on the road, and so now they're at home on a back-to-back against the Nets. And then, of course, the Nets are still strong in their 9-game winning streak, looking for their 10th win in a row. On this side of the screen is what I call my daily numbers, date numerology, Gregorian Hebrew calendar. And then on this side of the screen is what I call my game numbers specific to the game. The way that I have it structured here is I have the road team up top, their coach's record, their season record, their road record, any type of notes I want to add to go along with it. In the middle is the all-time head-to-head record between the two teams, as well as for the regular season, as well as for this season in particular. And then at the bottom is the home team, their season record, their home record, their coach's record, and any other notes I want to add. Let's go ahead and jump into this, though. I won't take up too much time. Just a quick overview. I always start with the home team, and then I'll go over the road team. So starting with the home team, the Hawks. These are some numbers that can allow the Hawks to win this game. Also realize, though, they played yesterday. They played yesterday and lost. They're on a back-to-back game. This was on the road. Now they're at home. But for Hawks to win this game, the number 8 team can play in their favor or against them. It is the Nets' 18th road game. It is the Hawks' 18th home game. Hawks can get their 18th win or their 18th loss. It can go either way. So if the Hawks do win, they have that 18 number. It really can go either way for them. It's their 35th game for the season. It's the Nets' 35th game for the season. And if you write out the number 18, 18 sums to 35. So, I mean, it's an either or. They can get their 18th win or their 18th loss. But if we're looking at the Hawks to win on this day, we'll just say they could pick up their 18th win. They would get their 108th all-time head-to-head win against the Nets to go with. 108 just has that 18 look to it if you drop to 0. It's a revenge game for the Hawks. They can even the score 1-1 head-to-head against the Nets for the season with the win, as the Nets coach gets his 11th loss as a coach specifically for the Nets. It's a day with 19 date numerology on the Gregorian. 19, if you write it out, comes to 41, the 13th prime number. And Nets can get their 13th loss for the season. Nets can become 10-8 on the road for the season with the loss, as Hawks pick up their 108th all-time head-to-head win against the Nets. It will be the 4th day of the 10th month for the Hebrew religious side of the calendar. Hawks can get their 104th win regular season head-to-head against the Nets. Go ahead and mark that purple. And what else? Oh, yeah, so Hawks, they can become 108-88 all-time head-to-head against the Nets with the win, as the Nets become 10-8 on the road with the loss, as Hawks coach picks up his 88th win as a coach specifically for the Hawks regular season. So you have that 88 here, the 88 here in favor for the Hawks, and then you have the 108 here and the 10-8 here that goes against the Nets. And I think that's about it. 19 date numerology. One more thing, 19 date numerology on the Gregorian. 19, we already said, sums to 41. It also sums to 86, and the Hawks can sit on 86 regular season head-to-head losses against the Nets as they pick up their 104th regular season win on the 4th day of the 10th month for the Hebrew religious side of the calendar. And Hawks coach, he would sit on 67 losses. 67 losses as a coach for Hawks with the win. 67 is the 19th prime number, and he can get that 88th win as they sit on 88 all-time head-to-head losses, getting that 108 as Nets become 10-8 on the road with the loss. So there's definitely numbers here for the Hawks to win this game, to even the score 1-1 head-to-head against the Nets for the season. But let's go ahead and switch gears here and look at the Nets. What are some numbers here for the Nets to win this game?
Sorry to interrupt this video, you guys, but I need a huge favor from you. Can you go ahead and like this video and leave a comment below on who you think's going to win? It's going to help with the YouTube algorithm. It's going to help grow my channel. I really appreciate you guys being here. Let's go ahead and get back into the video.
Well, like we started off with the Hawks, it is the 18th away game. It is the 18th home game. You know, Hawks can get their 18th win or their 18th loss. It goes either way on that scenario. But something to add to the Nets' favor is it's going to be their 38th. It's going to be the Nets coach's 38th game as a coach specifically for the Nets regular season. And he can sit on 10 losses with a win as Nets get their 10th win in a row while also getting their 23rd win for the season. And 23, if you write it out, sums to 163, the 38th prime number. And so that's why you see it in light blue, the 23, the 38, and the 2 10s. They can get their 10th win in a row. He can sit on 10 losses with the win. It's his 38th game. Nets can get their 23rd win for the season. 23 written out sums to 163, the 38th prime number. We talked about the number 19 for the Hawks and all the different connections for them. Well, again, 19 written out does sum to 86. And the Nets coach can get his 86th regular season win for his career. That could be the 19 connection. It will be December 28th, 1228, 1228. This is the Nets' 35th game. It's the Hawks' 35th game. 35 sums to 128. December 28, 1228. 35 sums to 128. The Gregorian calendar is 1228. The Nets coach, he could become 28-10 for a record as a coach for the Nets, specifically regular season. 128, 1228, 128. These are all just anagrams of the same number. Also, my bias number, I really like the number 182, 128, 281, 812. I just like that number. I see it all the time. And then one last thing here for the Nets to win this game. They can go ahead and up the series 2-0. Or actually two things. The Nets can go ahead and up the series 2-0 head-to-head against the Hawks with the win, like 20. And if you write out the number 20, it sums to 107. And so the Nets can become 2-0 head-to-head against the Hawks for the season as they sit on 107 all-time head-to-head losses against the Hawks with the win. 20 sums to 107. And then one last thing, Nets can get their 87th regular season head-to-head win against the Hawks as the Hawks coach sits on 87 wins regular season as a coach for the Hawks with a loss. Also, one thing I failed to mention is the 20. The 20 does sum to 107, and they can sit on that 107 as well. But 107 is the 28th prime number, and it also sums to 28, the number 20. And that's where you can also throw in the 28 win for the Nets coach, regular season as a coach for the Nets. And so that's basically what I have. Hopefully this helps. Hopefully this gives you insight to the game. I really appreciate you guys watching. I really appreciate the support. I wish you the best of luck on all your picks. Hopefully you win all the money in the world. And I'll see you guys in the next video.